everyone, and welcome back. This episode is going to be a lot of time lapses, mostly because I've spent the entire week trying to get over the learning curve that is lime veneer plaster. Like most things in life, it takes some practice, but I think I've gotten the hang of it. So enjoy that time lapses, guys, and I'll be back with you at the end to show you what we've gotten done. Welcome back everyone. Let's show you what we've gotten done. So I think the first few lapses you guys saw were this wall here, which of course I have not completed all the way over. The reason for that is that there's a giant drop right there that I'm kind of avoiding. I think I'll be able to set a ladder this way, screw a board down on the floor here and angle that off to get that spot. So I'm not so worried about doing that. That'll be done next week. It just needs the lime veneer with some mesh in it. Should be job done. I do think, despite their appearance, this big gap up here that I had to fill and all the missing chunks came out really well. Structurally, it's amazing. It does need a little bit of touch up because there's little blemishes here and there. That rust colored spot is not one of them. Not exactly for sure why that's doing that. I mean, obviously there's something behind it that has some color in it, but it didn't have any moisture in it, so it's just transferring, the rust color is just transferring from the under layers through to the new layers. So I'm sure a little bit of kills or something that'll go away, not too big of a problem. But these are pretty well aligned. It's pretty much exactly where it used to be, and the missing pieces are back. So that's good because big check sections here I've never even seen up there before, because when I got the place they didn't exist. So there's that. There's also this wall, which I've done, which to be honest is maybe the smoothest wall in the house right now. I mean, the other big guy's curing, so I can't really touch it. But this one is, while there are spots that need to be gone over just like everything here, and I know it's really hard to see for you guys because it's all one color, but this stuff is super slick. Almost like, think ice rink, kinda. It's really, really smooth. I've never seen a drywall wall that feels this smooth, and it's actually really nice to touch, which I'll probably have to stop doing because my dirty hands will put prints all over it. But you can see there are little errors like this here. And this is just from the mesh. There's a little bit of mesh that's poking out. I need to just float over it. There's a little bit of mesh up here. You see where it's discolored? That's a little bit of mesh poking through. So I have some areas that have to be a little bit redone, but overall I'm really happy with it. I can't wait to get some paint on there and then all this beautiful wood coming through. I mean, I know it's white right now and it kind of looks gallery-esque, like art gallery, but man, this color with that is actually really cool. But this will obviously be quite a bit darker than this. And this, I'm not sure what color we're gonna do. I do think I'm gonna do a dado panel in here. So all the way across and have some more basic elements in here. I'm not gonna do any crazy painting or anything at the top, but I think I will start stencil-wise doing some fun stuff in here pretty soon, because the walls are almost done. And then following that down the wall here, down the stairs, I think could look really cool. And that brings us nicely to the other wall that I've completed, which is the big wall that you guys saw me structilight last week. So I know the colors look a bit off on here because there's, some of the old structilite poking through and stuff like that. That's because it's a really thin veneer on here. But I assure you, it's just the light reflecting weird. This is really smooth as well. Now I have to be careful because this isn't cured all the way, so it can be a little soft in spots. But again, I wish there were touch of vision for you guys so you could feel how smooth this stuff is. Yeah, once you get over that learning curve, this is a really, really great material. I think you can get some amazing results with this. And this will wear a whole lot harder than drywall. It'll be easy to repair in the long run, other than, potential cracks that I might get, which is possible, but, it's an old house. Cracks appear. That's just what you have to deal with. That's the nature of the beast. But I'm really happy with this. There are a little bit of touch-ups to do still down here, but the top half is done. I know it's really hard for you guys to see down there because the light's not pointed down there, but there are some touch-ups and some things I have to do down there to fix and correct everything to make it perfect. But if I were to stay here to do that tonight, you guys wouldn't get a video tomorrow, so it is what it is. So of course, guys, I have thought about the plaster situation, about how to get the base layer that I'm looking for. And I do feel that it'll probably be a bit of a drive. I am also going to go ahead and slake a little bit of lime myself, basically hydrate some lime here in the house. Probably mix up about 10 5-gallon buckets of it because I'll use it at some point in the house and I want to have enough for a bunch of things. It's possible that I could get something made that would work in about a week. From what I understand, the slaking process makes it easier to spread, but doesn't necessarily change the chemistry of it as far as it turning back into limestone, which is what you want. So it doesn't change that from what I've read. It just makes it easier to work with if you let it go for longer. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments, but that's kind of what I've understood about it. So I'm going to start doing that myself. I do think that I also will be planning a road trip here fairly soon to somewhere on the East Coast. Haven't quite picked the company I'm going to head for yet. It will probably be a closer one for sure because, if I can get away with a 12-hour drive instead of a 15-hour drive, I'll take the 12 all day. But no worries there. I like a good road trip. So we will be getting some other things done in that respect here soon. I also hear that the windows are starting to come along nicely, so that'll be something to look forward to here very soon for you guys. So hopefully it won't all be paint stripping and plaster and all that forever for you guys. But it is what it is. Essentially, like, I'm just showing you guys this is what it takes to put something like this back together. So if you want to retain your plaster walls, you can absolutely do it. It's not expensive. The tools cost about 150 bucks, but the bags of stuff, I mean, I've used, I think, 2 bags of lime, and they were both 16 bucks each. And then the Structolites cheap too. So like, it's a little bit hard. It takes some time to learn, but you can do this yourself if you wanted to, guys, for sure. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it from me to this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. There'll be more fun things in the future. I found some cool little things in the house I want to show you guys next week. So stay tuned for that. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye-bye.